Hey guys, it's Mo here, and today we're going to make a creamy corn chowder. It starts off with a basic vegetable sweat, so you're going to sweat onions and celery in a bit of olive oil for about 3 minutes, and then we're going to add our cream and milk. So you can do about 2 cups of milk and 1 cup of cream. Now I did this recipe with just 2 cups of milk, but I got a little carried away adding things, but you definitely want to add a 3rd cup if you're going to follow it like I am, or if you get carried away adding a lot of different ingredients. Now I must warn you, when you serve this to a guest, some people get extremely upset from the pronunciation of chowder, so please say it correctly in your area, and that should keep all of your guests really happy. Now my favorite part of any recipe, it's also the part where I got a little carried away, or in this case a lot, adding spices, seasonings, flavors, and whatever it is you want. So I start off with maybe a teaspoon of salt, and about, 4, 5, 6 grinds of black pepper. You can really adjust this to your liking. And now I'm going to add in some nutmeg, about half a teaspoon or so. This is when you really get to kind of play with your recipe, master your ingredients and really realize the style of cooking you like. And the best part is every time it's a different experience. When you give it a quick stir, remember it's still on medium heat, and you want to wait it to get really hot, maybe reach a bit of a gentle simmer or nearer the boil before we add our thickener to the batch. Okay, now I don't believe I said I was done adding flavors yet. In fact, I love doing it. So I'm going to put in a bay leaf. Actually, you know what? Make that 2, or maybe even 3. And then I'm going to add half a teaspoon, maybe 3/4 teaspoon of cayenne pepper. I love cayenne. I put it in almost every single thing I make. Now, the key is do not put too much because, well, in this case, if I put too much cayenne, it will block out all the other flavors that I'm working so hard to put into it. So in this case, you only want a little bit. If you want something that's a lot more spicy and it has, a lot less other flavors, then you can put more if you'd like. But be careful, it is really spicy stuff. Alright, well now it's getting a lot hotter. I think I'm ready to add my thickener. Now, basically there's flour, cornstarch, cornmeal. There's a lot of thickeners you can add to a soup. Because this is a corn chowder, I'm going to add cornmeal. How much? About 2 tablespoons. You can adjust it. 1 tablespoon. You could use cornstarch if you'd like. You could use flour. In fact, sometimes I would use the other ones, but in this case, I'm adding it in. And now I'm going to add some potatoes. These are sliced razor thin. I use my own mandolin, which you can get for about $20 in the cheapest place. You could use a knife, but it's a lot harder to slice them that thin with a knife than your mandolin. And I'm going to toss them in. They're going to cook for maybe, 5 minutes. They're going to be very soft and chewy. It's going to be amazing. Now that it's all been boiling, I'm adding in my corn. I have about 2 full ears of corn. And now I'm also adding in bacon. Bacon! Who doesn't love some crispy bacon? Right into a nice cream chowder. Again, I didn't say I was done adding in flavors yet. In fact, right now I'm going to add in some dill. And I'm also going to add in some cilantro. And they're both very strong flavors, so go easy on them. In fact, sometimes you may want to add half the amount I'm using. You may want to add more. It's your choice. You want to experiment. Heck, sometimes you may not even want to add them in the first place. Add them in, give it a little stir, let it maybe cook for about 3 to 5 more minutes, just so everything can kind of come together, the potatoes can cook, and they'll be nice and just tender. It'll be really great. Oh yeah, did I forget to mention I'm still not done adding flavor yet? That's right, now I'm going to add in cheese. How much? Maybe about 3/4 of a cup of old cheddar cheese. It goes really well with the soup, makes it taste nice. It kind of thickens up a little more, making kind of a beautiful sauce, kind of creamy soup. It is just wonderful. Perfect. This is exactly what you want to see after it's done cooking for a few minutes. Now I'm just going to finish with some olive oil to make it a nice richness. Practice and enjoy.